Hello, welcome back to Feed the World. Last episode, we built a pretty cool storage system that's helping us out loads. But between last episode and this one, don't worry, I haven't done any building. But what I did do was upgrade the mod pack. We are on version 1.24, I think, and when I logged in, loads of cool stuff happened. All of a sudden, we got loads of quests completed, and that's amazing news. There's also been a few more mods added, of course, and there's one that I'm really excited about, so let's jump in. So my friends, the mod that was added that I'm really excited about is Spice of Life. It's not a big mod, in fact, it's only got one item, but what's exciting about this mod is it turns food into something that can actually buff us. Every food we eat is going to add to our health, and it's going to give us an overarching goal for the series. So a carrot and a book becomes the food book from Spice of Life. Now this is quite exciting because I've never read this book. I know of the mod, but here we go. So there are a total of 769 foods in this mod. And our goal is going to be to get through as many of those as possible. Now because the mod has just been added, we start out at 0. But that's okay because we can definitely crack on with the basic foods we have. Obviously, one of the big problems with eating and having a goal around that is the fact that we're not actually always hungry. So we have to wait for our moments, but I think it's going to be a really cool goal, and it's inspiration and a reason to farm as many different fruits, vegetables, and things as we can. Anyway, in other news, we did complete a whole bunch of quests, and because the mod pack has been updated, there's been a whole bunch of extra trees added. One of the big quests that's had a massive overhaul, it looks like, is the building tips tree, and oh my god, I'm in Mecca, this is heaven. There's all kinds of tips and inspiration in this tree for furniture, building blocks, lighting, machinery and tools. It's amazing. And also pretty cool, there's some pictures of builds that people have done on the All the Mods 10 Discord around the edge. Pretty cool, I like some of these. Whoa, I like that a lot. So it's always cool to get some inspiration. Oh, it looks like Unka is a bit of a farmer here with that barn. I love the look of that. Now we're going to do something very dangerous, my dudes. We're going to press the Return All Quests button. And oh my god, let's see what happens. Oh, wait, but... oh, well I got some XP, but I completed so many quests. I was expecting, not going to lie, a bit more of a reward. Now we also mentioned, I think last session, that some of the rewards that we haven't selected yet are ones that give you a random reward from a reward table. The reason why you can't randomly complete these, I guess, is, well, I don't know what the reason is, but it means we can go through them, and let's see how lucky we get. Obviously not very lucky for that one. Stone. Great. Great start. But you know what? I'm still feeling lucky. Diamonds. Let's see what we get. Ooh. Now this is an uncommon reward. There could be something really good in here. A solar panel. Okay. Well, you know, let's keep going. Let's keep going. There's still other quests that we could do. Functional drawers. We can get, oh, a copper upgrade. Well, that's actually the first useful reward we've got, really. Easy villagers, we can turn this in and we're going to get a bucket. Oh, man. We've also apparently done a railcraft quest because we got iron. Really? Okay, fine. Oh, and we get to choose. Oh, well, you know, my dudes, we're going to get steel for sure because we haven't got that yet. Oh, and actually getting steel has given us a whole bunch of rewards as well. That's cool, and it's going to give us a steel block. Wow, one steel into one steel block. I'll take that. Whoa, and loads of XP. So we've got a few rewards here and there, but I think we've mostly dealt with all of the exclamation marks now, so we've finished all of those quests. And the rewards, honestly, weren't too great. The solar panel is actually quite good. 120 FE per tick, that's actually pretty okay, and also, most importantly, it's ethical and very environmentally friendly. The sun is, well, free power. It's free real estate. Thank you, sun. You're welcome, Dad. So we're going to put these 2 copper upgrades into important chests. I reckon the oak logs one is a pretty good one, and cobblestone is something we always find ourselves with loads of, so that's a good chest to upgrade as well. Now what we want to work on today, and what I mentioned we would last episode, is a bit of productive trees and a bit of productive bees. These two mods go hand in hand. To breed trees into the new variants, well, if you take a look, yeah, you're going to need bees to actually pollinate these trees. It all starts with the oak tree, and from here you can go to different trees to go down, well, yeah, different trees. But the main goal we're going for is, of course, the coveted mahogany sapling. Very nice. And that begins with dark oak and jungle. Those are two trees that we already have, so we're good to go on that front. What we need to do now is get some materials to design a little area. Now, I'm going to go old school. I'm going to bring it back to the OG Feed the World. Now remember, I had a farmhouse in that, and right behind the farmhouse, I had my area for breeding trees. But I also want to go really rustic with this as well, so we're going to use a mix of cobblestone and mossy. So there's some cobblestone. Now let's go grab some vines. So the design for where we're going to build these trees is pretty simple. We're going to have two spots for trees, the two types that we want to breed. Now I'm kind of thinking we want enough room for 3 trees on each side. Old Rudd 3 trees. So we're going to put 2 basins here. We're going to make these 3 by about 9, I reckon. So there is 3 on this side, and we'll bring this over. So this is bin 1 for trees. We're going to put the beehives in the middle so they can go back and forth between the 2 different types of trees. And then another bin over this side, the same length and width. There we go, that's looking pretty good. Now, we've made these mossy cobblestones, so let's dig up some pieces of cobble here and there, and just splash around this mossy. Now, it's always important that you don't put more mossy than cobblestone, because A, mossy cobblestone is pretty tricky to get. I don't want to waste any of that. But also, I think it just looks better if you have less mossy and more regular cobblestone. It keeps the mossy cobblestone feeling a bit special. You know? And it's always good to feel special. And there we go, we'll fill in the gaps with this mossy. You know what? In fact, we've got chipped workbenches. What are we doing, my friends? We've got the rough framework for where we want this stuff. Let's go and take a look at some chipped mossy and cobblestone blocks and get something interesting going on over here. And my dudes, there are loads of really cool looking mossy blocks. Look at some of these. Rounded mossy cobblestone looks fantastic. These pillars also look super amazing. Oh man, we're going to make a real mix of this, because honestly, the more different bricks we can use here, the better it's going to look in the end. So here we go, my dudes. We've got a mix of etched cobblestone bricks, some inlaid cobblestone, some simple cobblestone pillars. These look really good when stacked. And to complement it, we've got mossy versions of all of these. This is going to come together really nicely. Oh yeah, look at that. That's going to look really good. Okay, let's get all these vanilla cobblestones replaced. Oh yeah, amazing. Just look how much better it looks already. And let's keep it going and get some wood for the interior here. So a bunch of mossy stairs and a bunch of regular stairs so we can actually get up to this area. There we go, looking good. And we're going to put these fancy planks on the middle in here. We're covering up our mine, but don't worry, if you want to go back here, we will be able to in the future. And in fact, actually, I'm thinking this area is a little bit flat, so we're going to bring out the front over here by a couple of blocks. Yeah, there we go, much, much nicer. So we're going to put the beehives in the middle and the trees either side. Now it's probably a good idea to, yeah, I guess fill these basins with grass. So we'll go and grab some dirt. Okay, so this is all looking very nice indeed. What we want to do now is put some decoration on the edge, and that's why I made these cool pillar blocks. We'll get the mossy and the regular versions of these. Where are the mossies? There they are. And yeah, we're just going to go around the corners and add these funky pillars. And to complement it even further, we're going to make ourselves some walls, both regular and mossy. Amazing. And we're going to go around the edge with these, so it's nice and neat. Starting there. And we're not going to do all the bits as well. We're going to leave some gaps, because again, we want some of this to be mossy. Oh yeah, this is looking pretty amazing already. It's pretty basic, but honestly, I like the aesthetic. Moss really does add loads to a build. So the stage is set, and this place looks pretty good, but I feel like we're getting a little bit ahead of ourselves. Let's look into the mod itself and see if we can work out what the next step is. And usually the quests have your back, and productive trees and bees is no different. In order to get the different trees, you will need to pollinate leaves. To pollinate leaves, you need pollen. For pollen, you need bees. So bees flowering near the trees will automatically pollinate leaves, or you can use a pollen sieve to use the pollen yourself. So you could separate your bees and your trees and do all this manually, but I think that kind of sucks. We want to put our bees near to these trees. So the first thing we're going to do is look at the trees we want to make. We want to go to teak, because teak is the beginning of the mahogany tree. Oh yeah. That means we need dark oak and jungle, so let's see if we can secure those saplings. So the dark oak. Now this sometimes needs to be placed in 2x2. So we'll put down some saplings here and see if this grows. Oh my god. Wow, that's big. I reckon we could probably fit another tree and then we're done. So we'll put that at the back over here. And there we go, 2 dark oak trees over on this side. Now on the other side we want the jungle saplings. We've only got 3 of these, so I think 3 will actually be fine. So we'll put 1 here. 1 in the middle-ish. Like that. There we go, and 1 at the back. Amazing, that's going to be really good. So we've got the trees sorted. Now it's time to look into the other part of the mods, and we're going to have to go into productive bees. Oh man, now where do you start with productive bees? Trees were very simple, but bees? I have no idea. Now starting from the start is a really good place to start with productive bees, because it tells you all the important things you need to know about bees. How to capture them, where to search for nests, how to make your first beehive. Yeah, we should be good to go. So to get started, we're going to need 2 very important things. A beehive and bees to go in it. The best way to capture bees is with these bee cages from productive bees, and these are relatively simple to make. It's also good that we found that tower earlier way over there, because we can use the honey blocks that we got earlier to make some cages. So let's do this. So a nice little selection here, if I do say so myself. We're also going to grab some wood, because that's always good for making these cages. I think they're made out of wood. Open up the crafting bench, look for bee cage. There it is. So there's 2 types, a sturdy one and a regular one. I guess the regular one is just honey and planks, and the sturdy one is... doesn't say. Oh, is a sturdy bee cage one with a bee inside? Well, I don't know, but we can make this pretty simply with just planks and honey. And there we go, quest complete. Let's see what the reward is. Oh, we're getting a sturdy bee cage as a reward and loads of XP. Love it. So I guess pick a direction and off we go. And I'm feeling north. I feel like we're going to get lucky if we go north looking for bees. Oh, yeah, it's from Minecraft. It's a regular bee. Now, I don't think we're looking for regular bees, but while we're out here, just in case we can actually use these bees, what we're going to do is we're going to put a couple of regular bees into these bee cages, because we could be okay with regular bees. So if we look at this guy, he's diurnal, which means he's more active during the day. He is, yeah, just a regular bee. So we'll grab him, in the cage you go. And we're going to catch him a friend as well, so here's a bee too. Nice, 2 bees, good to go. But I would like to go home with a productive bee, if I can find one, so we'll keep on the hunt for these. Oh my god, what is that awful racket? Oh, it's raccoons. Oh my god, look out, sinister sneer, the raccoons are here. Anyway, I thought I saw a bee through these trees earlier. Let's keep looking. So the productive bees have big bums. What do I mean by big bum? I mean they've got massive badonkadonks. Colossal rumps. So they look very different to normal bees. You can definitely tell them apart pretty easily. Maybe not from a distance, but certainly up close. Oh, yeah, look at that. So this is a productive bee. And you can tell because he's got a massive bum. It's a yellow carpenter bee. Oh, perfect. Exactly the kind of bee we were looking for. So we'll get him into a cage. No, not the lava, my dude. Oh, saved your life. Let's have a sleep and then head home. Ah, the good old home command, although I haven't set my bed, so it spawns me in the middle of a mountain. Let's go and sleep upstairs in my house, actually, so my bed is there. Or maybe even just set home in here. Yeah, do you know what? I'm going to type set home right here, because this is a good location. This is always where I want to go back to. So slash set home. There we go. Perfect. So we have our bees now. Obviously, they need a place to live. So let's go and see if we can complete this quest. We captured a bee, our first beehive, yeah. Using the vanilla method, go ahead and make yourself a beehive. Oh, amazing. So we've got some honeycomb already. We can do this easy. So how do you make a beehive? Well, we can look this up. I think it's pretty simple. I think it's just, yeah, honeycomb and planks. Very simple. So we've got one there. We'll put more honeycomb in the middle. There we go. Amazing. There's the second, and there's the third. Now, we don't need to worry too much about making too many of these, because I think these beehives are used to upgrade to the next tier of beehives from productive bees. So we'll put these down. Now, I remember, in the old days, these needed to have a clear line of sight to the sky. So, just to be safe, we'll do that for them. Lovely stuff. There's beehive number 1. We'll have a gap of, I think, 4, and put the next beehive here. And again, that can see the sky, so that's fine. Then 1, 2, 3, 4, and the last beehive can go at the back here. Okay, so we've got 3 beehives, and we have 3 bees in cages. So very importantly, we need something for these bees to do. We're going to need to put some flowers in these bins with the trees. So I gathered some of these amazing flowers. These are from the biomes we've gone, but I think they'll do okay. I think they still count as flowers, and they do look very pretty. So we'll get some tall allium and splash some of this down. One there. Oh, that's quite big, isn't it? We'll put these at the back. They're a bit too big to go at the front. And across over here, and mix these up with some shorter flowers at the front. There we go. There's a white one. There's a pink one. And honestly, this should be enough. These bees don't need a lot of flowers. Now, do we want to release these bees? Let's see what happens. So we'll release the bee. onto the hive. Okay, so the bee has gone into the hive. I guess he knows that's his home. We'll put the next bee over here into this hive. Oh, this is the carpenter bee. Right. So a carpenter bee is a bit different. I don't think this guy eats flowers. In fact, I think he actually likes to pollinate on logs. That might make him better, might make him worse for what we want him to do. But we'll leave him here to brew. And the final cage, which is the other vanilla bee, there you go, my friend, into the hive. So amazing, we've got 3 beehives and 3 bees released. Let's see what the next step is. Grab that free honeycomb, and what's this? Ooh, an advanced beehive. So an advanced beehive is just honeycomb, a campfire, shears, and planks. Very simple. We could do this now, but what we're going to do is we're going to wait with this because at the moment I think these regular vanilla beehives should be absolutely fine. Our bees are out, they're going around, they're gathering the honey, gathering the flowers, pollinating everything, and I think what we do is we just leave these guys in the background and they'll pollinate things. The quest log is pretty vague on this. There's a bunch of upgrades we can do to add into these hives, and in fact I think, oh yeah, so some of these are going to really help us because more productive bees are going to pollinate quicker. Also, you can increase their range, which I think is good. So these are all things we're going to want to look into. There's also a lot of stuff around centrifuging the honey into the different things you want, but bees are pretty exciting because you can use the special kinds of bees to breed new ones, and then use those bees to gather all kinds of resources. Now I did this in I think all the mods 6 or 7, but it's pretty powerful when you can have bees that are making you diamonds, even netherite, and all the modium can be made with a bee. That's pretty amazing. Now I'm not seeing any of these leaves being pollinated yet, so we're going to leave these to brew and come back in a bit. Now another problem we've had around the farmhouse is, yeah, we've had some trouble with pillagers. Those guys are the worst. They are major league jerks. So to combat that, what we're going to do is we're going to turn the remainder of our unemployed dudes into guards, because we might as well. We're not going to be going into Minecolonies very much, but certainly using these guys that are wandering around as guards sounds like a bit of a no-brainer. It means I'm going to have to find my build tool, which shouldn't be too hard. There it is, the Minecolonies build tool, essential. And now we're going to have to craft some guard towers. So I've made, again, a custom guard tower because the guard towers from Minecolonies are way too big. So I've designed ones that are very small, very discreet. But we're going to need the build tool, some bows, pretty simple again, and some planks.
I just don't know if I can keep living.
So sticks and string become bows. Very simple, we'll make, I think, 3. Then the bows combined with oak logs around the edge and the build tool in the middle make us, oh whoa, look, 2 guard towers per craft. So we'll get 4 for good measure, even though we're only going to put down 3. Oh man, rain, what a pain, but it's okay. I'll turn down the volume of that so it's not such headache inducing. And let's take a look at these guard towers. So they're very simple, very primitive. It's in my pack. Where is it? Guard tower. And yeah, take a look. Oh my god. Is that not the most simplest of simple guard towers? It's like a tiny hut. But it's all we need, and we can pop this around the house. Like even here is a good spot, I reckon. Yeah, we'll put one there. That's good. At level 1, it's basic, but to keep it, you know, kind of challenging. At level 2, you need to find andesite. At 3, there's some netherrack on the floor. At 4, it becomes prismarine. And then at 5, that's endstone. So it still does obey the rules of Minecolonies, but there you go. There is guard tower number 1. Let's go and splash down another one. I think we probably want one out back over here, near to the back of the farms. So again, guard tower level 1. Push it back a little bit and to the side. And I think this is a good spot as well. Perfect. Because so far, all of these pillagers have kind of spawned around my back garden. So I think putting them here does make the most sense, doesn't it? And we'll put the third and final guard tower, yeah, right where they usually spawn, which is over here at the back. And there we go. Oh my god, it's lightning. Lightning, my dudes. Time to sleep. Oh, there we go. And the rain has stopped. Absolutely perfect. So get the builder over here. What do you need, my dude? It's a pretty simple recipe. It's a pretty simple craft to make these buildings, but still. Let's put him to work. Oh my god, look at this guy's happiness. He is miserable. But that's okay, we don't need him to be happy, we just need him to work. Oh, whoa, look at that. Oh my god, yeah. So another addition to the mod pack and all the mods 10 is the rainbows mod. And it creates these amazing looking rainbows after it rains. Oh, that's really cool. So I'm not sure if actually at the end of the rainbow there's like a pot of gold. That'd be really cool. Maybe like a leprechaun. So let's take a look. What do you need, Callum? Okay, yeah. So these are very basic materials. We're going to need to grab them, obviously, but brick extra flat, flowering oak logs, gravel, oak logs, oak fences, oak stairs, overgrown oak logs, and some of these things that he's already got. Okay, yeah, well, these are very simple to get. Probably got all of them already, mostly in our crafting area, in our decoration area. But you know what? Let's go grab it anyway. There's the overgrown. We'll need the flowering oak logs, so we're going to need to turn some logs into that. So here we go. This should be everything. I might have missed a couple of things. Let's take a look. The brick extra, the flowering oak logs, the gravel, the oak fence, overgrown, regular oak logs and regular oak stairs. But we'll dump the rest of these things that we need and have into the chest over here. This will come in handy because he's got a few of these to build. There's some andesite in there. That'll come in handy in the future. Let's go and get some oak logs and some oak stairs, and this guy should be ready to build. Nom nom nom, lots of trees. Oh yeah. So remind me, we do still need to get a tree farm of some kind. It's not too much of a hassle coming over here to get the oak logs, but it would be nicer if we had a tree farm. It's one of the most important farms to build, actually, I think, in terms of modded Minecraft, because wood is used for so many things. So here we go, logs into stairs. They can go directly now, which is pretty useful. 48 and 43. Toss those into the racks as well. And I believe this dude should have everything he needs. Get going, my friend. Good luck. Now, I'd think about time-lapsing these, but honestly, they're so small. In fact, look, this guy's almost finished this first one already. That's crazy. There's absolutely no point in time-lapsing this because it's going to go up so quick. Yeah, look at this guy. So man, yeah, it is Friday. I hope you guys are excited for the weekend. Let me know in the comment section what your plans are for this weekend. Me and some friends on the Discord server, so check that out, by the way, are playing a lot of Ark Survival Ascended. And oh my god, that is a game with ups and downs. Also, you guys have been mentioning in the comment section that I really should play Vintage Story. So I'm thinking about checking that out pretty soon. Oh, there we go, guard tower number 1. And let's get some dudes in. We'll set it to automatic hiring, because why not? And we're always going to go for knights here. Oh no, it's already automatic. And Jen McBlockhead, what a name for a knight, is already our knight. So yeah, have the bees done their bee thing? This hive looks a little bit different. Why does it look different? Oh, because it's got honey coming out of it. Okay, good to know. 5 honey in there, 0 in there, and 0 bees. But there's 4 honey in here. Where are the bees at? I don't know. So it does say in the quest book, the bees flowering near the trees are going to automatically pollinate the leaves. But I've heard from friends that have also dipped into this mod that it can be a very slow affair. So it could be that we need loads more bees and loads more trees to get these leaves pollinated. But another problem is, I don't actually know what these pollinated leaves look like. So what we're going to try and do is see if we can get some pollen. This will let us do things manually, use on a leaf to manually pollinate it. But the question is, how do we actually get pollen to manually pollinate? The quest book might tell us, so let's go and take a look. Aha, here we go. So the pollen sieve upgrade in the hive gets you pollen. Okay, cool. So we need a pollen sieve. Let's see if we can make one of those. There it is, the pollen sieve upgrade, and to make this we need a base upgrade, some bottles, leaves and saplings. Okay, that should be very simple, and I think we can probably make 3 of these. Any old sapling, so I guess maple will do. There's some paper. What else are we missing? The upgrade, oh my god, whoa. Okay, so the upgrade base is not a cheap thing. This needs emeralds, honey treats, sticks and diamonds, and a honey treat is honey blocks and honeycomb. Okay, well we can at least make that. So there's the honeycomb blocks into honeycomb. There are some jars of honey around. Where did I put those? There's the block, there's more comb, and the bottles, there we go. So a honey treat, it's just, a bottle and a honeycomb. Delicious. No quests attached to this, but we'll need, I think, 3 in total. There we go. Now, diamonds we've got. Boom. 1, 2, 3. Emeralds, not so great. We've only got 3 of these, so it's enough to make at least 1 pollen sieve. I can make the sticks as well. I've got some. Perfect. So there is the upgrade base, and here is, bada boom bada bing, the upgrade for pollen sieves. Now I don't think we can actually put this into the beehive. This is a vanilla beehive, not one from Productive Bees. And obviously, Minecraft didn't invent their bees with you making productive bees in mind. So we're going to have to make our own productive beehive. That all starts with honeycomb into wood to make ourselves a regular beehive. There we go. We could dig up the ones that we got already, but I don't want to mess around while the bees are hard at work. You know. So the regular beehive, and we'll need a few things, but this shouldn't be too hard. Just some honeycomb shears and a campfire. Okay, we've got loads of that stuff. Oh, there we go. 1 extra guard tower has been done. I think that's all 3 now. Yep, there's 1 over there. Perfect, already got a guard in, that's Dingus. Then Jen Blockhead is over there. And the last one, who's the guard over here? Do we have a guard even? Let's get him over. No, in fact, oh, there we go, it's Evie Bex. She's an archer. No, don't be an archer. That's right, we want you to be a knight. Just to keep things, you know, at the moment, pretty simple. An archer won't be great against these guys. So boom, here we go, the advanced maple beehive. Everything we need. We'll put this into position. Oh my god, done a load of quests. That's great stuff. We're going to get some free stuff from this, so it's definitely worth turning these in. Always. Let's do it. So we're going to get some honey treats. That's good to go. We're going to get some more honeycomb. Even better. And we made an upgrade base, so we're going to get, a free upgrade base. Some XP, and what could this be? What's the random reward? Did it say? Ultimate universal cable. Oh, I mean, that's actually really good, but it's also not that great. We'll hold on to it, but for now, meh. So there's 1 bee in here. We'll wait for this bee to leave this hive, and then we'll replace the beehive. No, this one's empty. This one's empty. So, oh no. Oh god. Get out of the hive! We'll wait for this guy to leave. We'll shear it for the honey, then we'll replace it with the advanced hive and slip in the pollen sieve. With this upgrade installed in the hive, some pollen collected by bees will be sifted and deposited into the hive. Okay, really cool. And looking around, I still don't see any of these leaves being pollinated. But at the moment, I don't know what to look for, so these could be pollinated, I just can't see them. Ah, there we go. So the bee is out of the hive. We right-click to get the honeycomb. Amazing. Use the paxel to dig it up. Very quick. Oh, my dude. No, no. But he wasn't in the hive. Are they supposed to do that? I think he's going to die, my dudes. I think he's Ripperoni. Oh, devastating. Why is he so mad? Well, actually, he looks like he's still alive. So I think we're okay on that front. So the advanced maple beehive. Right-click on this. Put in the upgrade sieve. Wait a minute. Why is this not going in? Maybe I right-click with the sieve. Hold shift, right-click. No. What? This should work. Upgrade pollen sieve. With this upgrade installed in the hive, some pollen collected by bees will be sifted and deposited. Valid blocks. Ah, sneak right-click on the block to install. Sneak right-click with the sieve. No, that's also not doing it. What the dickens? Now, it's absolutely worth upgrading all of your beehives into advanced ones because look how much extra space you get for bees. That's actually amazing. But what really sucks now is this upgrade just doesn't work. What's going on here? I'm holding sneak. This is sneak. I mean, I'm definitely sneaking. Look at me. I'm very sneaky. The sneakiest farmer that ever was. And when I right-click on the beehive, it's just not going in. Not going in at all. So this is very weird. The pollen upgrade just does not work. Sneaking and clicking on it just will not install it. But I've looked at the quests, and the pollen upgrade actually isn't in this list of things that can go in the beehive. So since there's no quests for it, let's try and make one of these other upgrades that does have a quest, and maybe this will work. Now, I feel like, what do we want? A productivity one could be good. That costs draconic chunks, so I don't think we're going to be doing that. There is a range upgrade, and this could be useful. All we need is honeycomb blocks and iron blocks. Well, that's something very easy for me to make. So iron blocks at the top, the bottom, the left, and the right. Honeycomb in the corners. Then we put this empty upgrade base in the middle, and now we have a range upgrade. Let's see if this works. The pollen one didn't work. Better have a sleep before we get some trouble. But let's give this a go. So now we've got the range upgrade. We sneak. Right click. No. You know what? This doesn't go in either. Do you know what, my dudes? I think we have encountered a bug. So it looks like these upgrades don't want to go inside these hives. Ah, man. Well, that means we can't manually pollinate these trees, and we have to wait for this to happen organically in the background. That really sucks. We'll hold on to the upgrades because these guys will fix the mod. They're really good at updating all the mods and getting bugs fixed. So getting these upgrades that actually go into the hives will happen eventually. But for now, yeah, it sucks that it doesn't work. Now, one of my worries actually is the fact that some of our bees have vanished. We've only got one bee. It's this guy over here. The other bee did sting me, so maybe he died. And the carpenter bee, well, he's just totally booked it. Like, I don't know where he's gone. Maybe the carpenter bees need a special nest. So what we're going to also do is make a whole bunch of bee cages, and let's go on a massive bee hunting spree. There's one bee cage. We'll put the recipe on the left. It's a very simple one though. So we'll grab the honey bottles, some planks. Yeah, I think we're good to go on this. In fact, I think we even get like more than one per craft. Yeah, oh yeah. So 8 bee cages, 9 bee cages. Yeah, let's go and get ourselves 9 bees. And this is where the map just comes in so handy. Being able to see bees on the mini-map makes finding these much, much easier because they are really hard to find at the best of times. So where is this bee? Is it in a hive? No, it's over there. We'll remove the leaves and grab him. Come here, you. No, he's getting away. Get down here. At once, this instant. Come here. What are you? Oh! More carpenter bees. Well, we'll grab these as well because they could be really useful. Anyway, where are the rest of these bees at? Come here, you. Oh, there's one. Yoink. Got him. So while we wait for this bee to leave his sticky, oh look at that, gooey honey. Oh man, honey is so nice. But while we wait for him to leave the hive, is it worth me building a massive glass dome? Oh, he's out, let's grab him. Let me know in the comment section if you think it's worth me building a massive glass dome. Do I have his shears with me? No, I don't. Oh, that's a shame. But is it worth me building a glass dome over our entire kind of bee and tree setup? Because these bees might get lost and they might float off. They might even get shot by skeletons. Who knows? I'm not sure if they aggro. But let me know what you think, if there are any cool ways I can kind of make sure my bees don't escape or get lost. Oh, this is nice. Aha, on the map, dead ahead. I've got to say though, man, the upgrades on the pollen not working really did scupper my dreams. It always sucks when you have like a game plan. You have an idea of what you want to do, and then all of a sudden, mod says no. No, this is broken. Doesn't work. And it really does rustle my jimmies sometimes. So yeah, I hope they fix that bug quick. But until then, no, don't go in the hive. Whew, got him, good. But until then, we can just flood the area with bees and brute force with pollen. Oh, there's a bee over here. Where'd he come from? Probably stuck in that hive. Is he above? There he is. Got him. Just 2 more now. Yeah, do you know what? We can have 1 extra cage. We've got 8 bees. That's a lot of bees. Let's go home. Now this should be as simple as just releasing these bees. But we're going to hold on to the carpenter bee and the mason bee. Oh, I didn't know it was a mason bee. We've got a mason bee and a carpenter bee that we're going to hold on to because our last one vanished. I don't know why. Let's get these guys out. There we go. They're going into these hives. Lovely stuff. Loving their new homes. Each one of these hives, it looks like, can hold, oh, a zombie. Where'd that come from? But each one of these hives holds 3 bees. Good to know. Oh, what are you? He's gone. Well, okay, see ya. So we'll leave this to brew. Let's have a quick sleep and check for the leaves. Oh yeah, the bees are out in force. Look at this. We've also got a mason bee. Yeah, that's what he was. There's a zombie over here. He's apparently aggressive. So we'll stay away from him in case he gets mad. But yeah, again, looking at these leaves, I don't see any pollinated leaves. In my head, I'm thinking the pollinated leaves are going to be very obviously pollinated. There must be a big visual difference between pollinated and non-pollinated. So we'll leave it for now and hope it happens in the background. So there we go, my dudes, and it turns out, plot twist, the quest for mahogany is a dangerous one and a very lengthy one. So we're going to leave the bees in the background to hopefully work their magic. There's loads more stuff we can be doing around the farm to distract us, and these bees should work quite well in the background. If you have any advice, tips, tricks, or questions, as always, drop those in the comment section because I love to read them and I love to reply to them. But until next time, my dudes, a massive thank you for watching this episode of Feed the World. I hope you guys have an amazing weekend, and until next time, and until Monday, maybe, take care.